What's going on, everybody? What's going on, my Dominican Route family?
All right, let me
Hey,
put this up.
Junior, how you doing, brother?
We're good. We're good. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Good, Brooke. Hey, so
She's
hey,
frozen.
we got a special guest in here today, and by the name of what? How do you go by, Jeff or Brooklyn Nomad? What is it, brother?
On YouTube, it's Brooklyn Nomad.
All right, man. Man,
How's it
thank
going,
you,
brother?
Or
thank
no,
you so
just Nomad for short. Nomad for
Cool, no
short.
man. Hey man, I don't know what's wrong with my camera, and Nikki's having some problems also. But man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Dominican Route family, and man, we got a lot of questions for you because you're doing some great things out there in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
So
me turn this. Yeah, turn this phone off. I'm with you. Go ahead. Just
you
turn this
good. So
phone off.
you can hear us. You can hear us pretty good, right?
Yeah. I hear you perfect.
Good,
Actually I
good.
got the laptop up instead of the phone, so I'm good. I managed to
So
do
tell
it at the last minute.
so tell everybody where you're from, and tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
All right. Well, to start, originally from Brooklyn. That's what I go by, Brooklyn Nomad.
Okay.
Um, but when I actually, as far as United States is concerned, I finished up, let's just say, my tour in North Carolina, right? Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's where Nikki's
And
from. That's where Nikki's from.
there
Nikki.
you go, Nikki. How you doing? And
Good, good to see you.
From North Carolina, that's where I started doing most of my traveling. I mean, I always was traveling anyway, because military, all that. But from North Carolina, 5 years ago, I started doing some extensive traveling, and then pretty much 2 years ago is when I actually landed in Santo Domingo.
Hmm.
Started living there. I started living like part time, say 3-4 months out of the year. I would live in Dominican Republic, still work in North Carolina, and that's where I actually seen you. I seen you when you was in San Cristobal,
Right, right.
and I
Yeah, right.
started following you. So
Hmm.
you and Taylor Made Dreams, y'all actually, y'all don't even know it, but y'all inspired me, and then that's when I was like, I'm gonna pull the trigger
Awesome, brother.
and I'm gonna just do this full time, retire, and go
That's
out
what
with a
it's
bang
all.
bang.
Hey, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Everybody, he inspired me and Boris, and it's just everybody just helped each other out, and you got to respect the people that kind of paved the way in the beginning, no matter what they're doing. I don't care if they talking about just ass and titties, and if they whatever they
Right,
talking about, whatever they doing, it's just you. It's just a respect thing. That's how I was raised, but.
right.
Yeah, brother. So, hey, real quick, shout out to RA, brother. Thank you so much for the first super chat, $20. Peace and love, family. Shout out to the entire Dominican Route family. Carl, I want to say this real quick. We so blessed to have Junior and Nikki, but I'm gonna talk about Nikki real quick. People try to separate people sometimes and mess up the family, but I love Nikki to life, and so I just want to send a special shout out to Nikki and everything you do for the family.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you,
Can
Nikki.
hear you.
Yeah.
I was on mute. My bad. I was saying, thank you. John, I love you too. I love you super, super, super. I love your life. And yeah, I'm so glad that you said that because I feel the same way. Um, thank you for that. And I appreciate you in every single thing that you've ever done for me.
That's right. We families have their ups and downs, and we go through stuff. We sit
Oh, yeah.
down and get it together and make it work, and that's what we all about. So I'm sorry, Nomad brother. I'm sorry. I just
No,
wanted to throw that out. But
nah,
go
you
ahead,
fine,
please.
you fine. Yeah, you fine. I mean, I'm up and coming, and that's about my page. What I speak about is family. I'm pro family, so I get it. You gotta,
Yeah,
your family. You gotta love them. You gotta love them anyway because they're family.
that's right.
So
That's
hey,
right.
it is what it is. You don't throw them away. If
That's
you have
right.
if you have a disagreement, you got to go with it. So
That's
I
it.
promote family on the page. Yes.
That's good, brother. So now tell us, everybody wants to know. Matter of fact, I have a friend. He visiting, and he's here, and he was like, "Man, how does he do it? Like you live, or do you live in 3 different countries, or you just travel, or your home? You have 3 different homes. So talk to me, brother, because we so excited about in getting some information."
All right. And let me throw this little disclaimer in there, right? When I'm finding out about my page is when I say I live in 4 different countries, I ruffle some people feathers because they're like, "Why you live in 4 different countries? Why you just can't live in one like normal people?" Okay, let's start there. For one, I'm not normal, right? I've been
Mhm.
traveling since 8 years old, and I love to travel. I live
Right.
for it, so
Mhm.
that's my thing, right? And then two is, I just like I just like the camaraderie, with people. So to answer your question, I actually live 4 different places. So right now I'm in Thailand. I'm checking. I'm in the hotel right now, right? The
Okay. What
Wi-Fi
time is
suck
it?
here.
What
Just
time is it there, brother?
man, man, I had to get up 4 o'clock in the morning. I was
Man,
fighting the clock.
thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
it's 5 o'clock here, 6 o'clock DR time, right? And also
Hmm.
the States time. So yeah, it's dark outside. I'm looking at it. I'm in the but anyway, um, so I live in DR, Thailand, Philippines, and Colombia, right?
Hmm.
All four.
Hmm.
And the way I make it work in on my page is either I got a house in that country or I got condo or apartment, right? Because outside of I say the matrix, it's affordable. It's
Yeah.
affordable.
Hmm.
And as I tell people, you know, for living in 4 countries, I'm still up under $1,000 a month that I pay in
Mm.
4 countries, right?
Wow.
So so the way it works for me is I'm somewhere, okay, let's take Thailand. I'm here for 2, 3 months. I'm living here. I get cabin fever because I like to move, I like to travel. So hence the name Nomad, to travel the earth alone, right? You know?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm always traveling, but I keep the same paths like a sheep herder. Hence my what you call it, my
I like
my new
that. I like
logo I
that.
came up with, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm always going the same places. So I may be in Thailand for 3 months, 4 months, and then I'll pick up and I'll go over to the Philippines. I'm 2 months, 3 months there. Then I'll shoot over to DR. Then I'll shoot to Colombia, right? And because it's so low, I'm able to afford to live in all the countries at the same time, because I'm paying less than the average rent back in the States.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's just how I can do it. And then excuse me. And then, it's just a matter of either maintaining your place when you're not there, because I'm
Hmm.
able to pay all my bills online. I um I got bank accounts and all that stuff in the DR, working on a bank account in the Philippines and actually Thailand, right?
Okay. Right.
And so I can pay the ones that generate bills. I can pay all that stuff. Like I just paid my electric bill, the Insure in the
Hmm.
DR. I just
Right.
did that
Right.
with BHED,
Yeah.
Leon, right? That bank, right?
Yeah, I
I
tell you.
did that from my phone. It was a $3, no, $5 electric bill I had to pay. I
Yeah.
paid that
Hey,
from my
Junior.
phone.
Hey, Junior. Is that the main electricity company here?
Yours
No,
too, yeah.
BHD is the bank, but we have Edesur,
Yeah.
Edenorte, Edeeste. That's what we have.
I have
Okay.
at a
It
Sur,
depends
and I'm
what
trying to
area
get
you're
at a
at.
Esther.
The north side, the east side.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey,
Yeah.
real quick, we have our first question for you, brother. RA says, Brooklyn Nomad, can you explain your exporting business?
I don't have an exporting business. What do you mean an exporting business?
I don't know. Hey, I'm just reading the question, but
Okay.
hey,
Well, okay.
that's
I'll
your
put it
that's
this
your
way.
answer. That's your answer.
Okay. I don't
He
have.
pretty much
Oh.
answered it.
Right.
Oh. Okay. 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 Uh, as on my page, I always say, I like to speak clear, transparent, and factual. Right. I don't want to give
Hmm.
people wrong information.
Hmm.
Somebody asked me before, how do I move the way I move?
Hmm.
Right. And I replied with, I have an import-export business, and
Oh.
sometimes it's hit or miss. And by the money that I receive, that's how I'm able to flow the way I'm able to flow, right?
Mhm,
I
mhm.
remember that question. I don't know if RA asked it or someone else, but I
Yeah,
remember I was trying to be vague because you don't want everybody to know your business,
right.
okay?
Gotcha.
So
Right.
I'm opting for right now. How do I move? I don't work at all. Period.
Okay,
There's no
he said,
digital
okay, he
nomad.
said, I thought you had a exporting business out of Mexico. That's what he
Oh
said.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I actually got a guy out in Mexico that I'm working with now who's trying to do a digital business. He's doing a digital church, and I'm helping him with that. Right. So
Hmm.
I'll do some freelance while I help you out if you're trying to get something started. You know. And
And
yeah, the guy.
this
Yeah.
question, that's what Bill says. He says, is anyone doing remote work? If so, what VPN are you using?
That's not me. Yeah.
That's not you. Okay. All right.
No, no, no remote work here.
We can't hear you,
I'm
Nikki.
I'm sorry, real quickly, I can answer that about the VPN.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to answer that for that person because that's a big question that a lot of people ask. So Nord VPN, Nord VPN, that is the one that many people are using that are working secretly in Dominican Republic, and just outside of the country in general, with corporate jobs, and they've been able to get away with it for years, at least a year or two. And it's best to have it connected with your router, not just on your computer and not just with your cell phone. So Nord on your router.
okay.
Reach out to me if you have more questions about it because I can give a little bit more insight on that. So just wanted to put that out there.
Gotcha.
I also use Norton also.
Okay.
I use them. I use them both actually, depending.
Yeah.
Hey, do you own? And I know we're jumping around, brother, but
It's
do
okay.
you?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I saw one of your videos, and so I don't like to assume anything. Is that your, are you married, or is that your girlfriend, or what's
She's you putting me out there. She
okay? I'm
she's on the
sorry, man.
site. She's on the site, right? Okay.
Okay.
So you talking about Miss Bella, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. I know you're talking about because everybody asking me who is Miss Bella,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
And okay, again, I, I, I like to be transparent, but because my page is called Nomad, that's to
Hmm.
travel alone, right?
Hmm.
Okay, but not to undercut Miss Bella, right? Miss Bella is a big part of my life and what
Gotcha.
I do,
Gotcha.
right? But then I have to get a respect. If you look at my page, you do see multiple women on my page, right?
Okay.
So
Hmm.
everybody has a purpose, has a position, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. And they all have come together uniformity to help me grow my page in one way or another. Whether
Hmm.
it's the ice cream little short videos, the smiles, everybody have contributed in some way. But when it comes to Miss Bella and because everybody's like, who's your wife? I'm not married. I'm not married,
Gotcha.
right? Nomad is
Okay.
single. Right? So when they see Miss Bella, we're doing projects together, and I'm trying to get her to be kind of like how your family is right now,
Hmm.
where she's doing right now for me editing. She's doing editing because I suck at it, editing
Hmm.
thumbnails.
Hmm.
All that stuff comes mostly from her, and I'm putting her in the forefront where kind of like you did. So I'm following in your footsteps, right?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Where like she becomes the face, say 60% of the time, where I'm out getting more footage, more content. And when I'm in other countries, she's more of my Filipino face.
Gotcha.
And then the way I like to spin it is have a Thailand face, Colombia face, Dominican face, like that, right?
Gotcha.
Because I
That's
keep
smart.
moving around, and
That's
then that
smart.
would also give opportunity for work for people,
Hmm.
right, to grow and stuff like that. So
That's so
that's the best
smart.
way.
And yeah,
That's
like
yeah.
me, just to kind of touch on what you just said with me, like Nikki, Melvin, and Manuel, I'm really trying to get them to do more. And then, everybody has their own life and doing things, but I deal with a lot of pain from my surgeries, and
Yes.
and it really helps out. They really bless me a lot, and everybody, people don't want to see Coach John face. Hey, yeah, everybody, I played with the Yankees a long time ago, and look at me, I was in a movie one time. Nobody want to hear that shit all the time. People want to hear
Right.
different things,
Yeah.
and Nikki brings a lot of energy, and everybody has their different things. So I feel you, brother. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right
Right.
thing.
And like I said, I'm getting it from you. I'm studying
Right.
you.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, I like the way he's doing that. And like I said, nobody want to look at this ugly mug. You want some
Right.
variety every now and again. So I said, yeah, let me mix it up. So I started my test pilot with Miss Bella. And then I had another person I'm trying to bring on, and if anybody's watching this, like I said, I'm looking for. So I have two females, and I like to have a male,
Right.
right? Kind of
Right.
keep it two guys, two
Balance.
women, and yeah, balanced. So it's not uneven. Yeah, so
Right. Yeah, and I like your channel because and then you got to be careful. You know what I got in the beginning, and Nikki really helped out with me. Woo, that the men started trying to bash the American women, and Nikki really helped me out with that. I was
yeah,
like, we not here to talk about no Dominican women. How how you feel about American women, and they need to get their shit together. We not here about that. That's not. Yeah, we don't do that. Yeah, so.
right,
And so you're gonna start seeing that, and then you just eventually they'll just kind of weed themselves out.
right, right. That's why, like with one, I did one of my videos with building the house. Like they were saying Miss Bella was a gold digger, right? That's why she was with me when we building the house project. And then they were saying I was extorting Filipinos for the prices that it's like in the DR, just like I'm building my house in the DR.
Mm-hmm.
The Dominicans set the price, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you abide by the price. And then when people say, "Well, how much you paying?" and you tell them how much you paying, they go, "You paying too low." I'm like, "That's their price. I didn't come up with that number.
Right.
They put the number to me."
Mm-hmm.
And so you telling me spend more money, overpay them, and then mess up the whole economy. One person. I said, I can't do that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So go ahead,
Well,
Nikki. You were about to say something. Go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to say that I think it's pretty that is pretty genius what you're doing, to have different bases for the different locations, and the fact that you're transparent about it. You're not
Right.
taking advantage of anyone. You're just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I think
Right.
that we can all win when we're just when we're just honest about things. And
Right.
for some people it may be difficult for them to take that in and to accept the truth. And at the end of the day, it's like, my truth is my truth. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks my truth should be.
Right.
It's mine, right? So I love what you said earlier about, you mentioned, I'm a nomad, and that means I travel and I do what I do wherever I do it. And I love people saying it's my life, it's my fantasy world that I am creating, and
Yep.
I'm enjoying it, and I deserve to do this. And it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of courage to live that type of a life. And that's one thing that I can say, that when I first found John's channel, I started taking notes because I wanted to figure out, how can I live the very best life and my happiest life, and
Right.
feel
Yeah.
free, and not feel like I have to be on the defense all the time when people say to me, well, what's your problem? Why do you want to live over there? Why do you want to do? I don't understand when people ask those questions, because it's like, why does it bother you that I'm doing something that makes me so happy? Like, that's weird to me. But I
Mhm.
also understand the psychology of it.
Right.
When people don't understand something, it makes them angry because they're
Yes. Yes.
fearful of wanting to try to do it. And it's like, how dare you be brave enough to do the thing that none of us are brave enough to do? So to me,
I love it.
that's how it seems, right?
Yes, yes,
Great.
yes. Thank
That's a
you.
great point, Nick.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And
Yeah.
that's what my channel is about. Most of my like I just gave. I know I'm putting more on my channel, but I'm up and coming, right?
Hey, and
But
I'm getting ready to post your channel up so everybody can subscribe to it. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
oh, all right, appreciate it. Like I just made two things. One is on Social Security. I did a short on Social Security. It's called 62 versus 67 or 65. Like when do you take your Social Security? Then I just did
Nice.
one on pension, which was 55 versus 65. Do you wait for your full pension or do you take half?
Oh,
And
that's
then
awesome.
right, and then I got another part coming. It's like it cycles to it, and then I'm gonna bring everything together to make it make sense, you know, of kind of sort of how to move, like you said. How do you see somebody else, and then you make it work for you? So I'm giving the formulas. I'm like, because everybody's life is different, their money is different. I can't tell you. I can only tell you what my money is like or projected in the future, and this is how I'm able to move, you know? And then my page is basically about, hey, if you sitting there on the couch and you dreaming about retiring, traveling, moving abroad, like I said, I'm not rich, you know. I got basic money. So if I'm doing it on basic money, I tell everybody if I could do it, you probably could do it 5 times more than me because you probably making more than what I'm making, you know?
But you
Mhm.
Yeah.
have 5 times the courage that they have, though. That's the difference. Let's be honest
Yeah.
about that, right?
Great
Right.
point. Great point.
Well, yes. Well, I will tell you this. If my mother watches all my YouTube now, right? So do
Mm.
my brother. He's getting into it. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you, and y'all
Nice.
know it. When it comes to the family, woo, I got no support on it. I was
Do you
crazy,
think we do?
stupid.
Oh my
Look, if
goodness.
I was you, yeah, if I was you, why are you doing this? You know, you do it. My mother used to tell me, you're doing too much.
Mhm.
Which really means AKA I'm uncomfortable with what you're doing. It's not making
Yes.
me happy. And
Right.
I told my mom one time, I said, Mommy, I know that what I'm doing makes you nervous. I know that it makes you worry. And it's also unfair to me to not do it because it makes me happy and it's what I want to do. And I only have one life that I'm aware of. And I hate that it bothers you and I hate that it makes you worry. And if you love and believe in the God that you said that you do, then keep on praying and know that I'll be okay.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about, and I want to talk about the housing thing because Junior just purchased the house. He's getting ready to move in it. They're building it. Are they finished with your house yet, Junior?
They're talking about the end of the month, but it's I wouldn't say it's 95% done. You know,
Awesome.
everything inside is done.
Congratulations.
They
Yeah.
have to do the parking lot, the security we call it house, the electric gate. Yeah, but I've been waiting 2 years for this.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process.
Yes, it's a
It's a long
process.
process, and I tell people if you can afford to buy already built, please go ahead and do it.
Yes,
Because when you're buying from the ground up, it's a headache
yes.
Yeah.
because we wound up paying an extra. Well, they raised it an extra 800,000 pesos. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so instead of us paying 4.5 million pesos, we're paying 5.3.
Mm.
Okay,
Oh,
Wow.
because
wow. Wow,
quote
wow, wow.
unquote,
Yeah.
um, the materials went up, U.S. dollar went up.
Yes.
So if you could
Yeah.
buy already built, go ahead and do that.
So,
Gotcha.
Junior, I got a question for you. Where you building at, if you don't mind me asking?
It's called El Sánchez Abelita. It's off La Avenida España, close
Okay.
to the aquarium. It's on the east side.
Where at? In Santo Domingo?
Yeah, Santo Domingo. Yeah,
Oh, Santo
That
Domingo.
is
Okay,
that
okay,
near
okay,
the
okay.
is that near the Malecon?
it's on the Malecón, but on the side of the Avenida España, not on the other side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
you know
gotcha,
where
gotcha.
Nikki? You know where Mixer is at? Oh, you heard of Mixer?
I have heard of it, yeah.
It's
I,
actually right down the block from Mixer, like 3 blocks from from the strip.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm in, have y'all heard of Monte Plata Bayuguana?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Monte Plata or Bayuguana.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
right.
Monte Plata. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
I'm right
there.
in the middle of that, like you going to Samaná, and I'm in
Okay.
I'm in the
Yeah,
countryside. I'm in the
that's the
countryside.
countryside. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a beekeeper and all that stuff, and but you, Coach, you had a question about the house, which was gonna
Yeah, I
ask?
wanted to know, do you own any of your houses, or do you lease them, or how does that
Okay,
work with your different? Let's start off with
okay,
the Dominican Republic.
okay. So Dominican Republic is ground zero for me, right?
Okay.
It's ground zero. When I went to Dominican Republic, I was all over the place. Jarabacoa, Costanza, Maimon, Puerto Plata, Santo Domingo. I was everywhere, right? Because when you look in, you gotta make sure you're in the right spot for you, right?
Hmm.
What I wound up doing was I got me a condo first and I tell people I got me a 3 bedroom, 2 bath condo uh, 2 years ago for 45,000, price of a car,
Wow,
right?
that's
And
awesome.
that's
How
gated
many
community,
bedrooms?
3 bedrooms, 2 baths,
Awesome.
right? Gated community, security guard, no pool, no gym, nothing like that. But we got one of those pools literally right across the street, where all you gotta
Hmm.
do is take your towel and walk across the street, pay 300 pesos, and you're in the pool all day, whatever
Wow.
you call those things, right?
Oh,
So
right.
you get that, and that's all for, like I said, Acarizos, which was when you was in San Cristobal. I was probably 20 minutes away from you when I was looking for
Okay.
you. Yeah, I was
Got
looking for you. I said, he ain't that far. St. Cristobal's right there, right around the corner. Right? And so I got that for 45. And people, I know they're gonna ask the question. All they care about for us was passport, 10 grand down and move in. And like
Did
you
now
said, so
did you
right.
pay cash, or did you put a percentage down? Or
I
you
put
find
I put the I was at first I was gonna do the cash. I put 10 grand down because I was
okay?
still working at the time, and I got a 20-year mortgage
Awesome.
for $400. $400. You can't beat that. Actually, it was 450, and then when our dollar went up, then my price in peso stayed the same, and then so I went down to $405, $400, something like that, right?
Hmm.
So I saved $50,
Gotcha.
and then from there, um, I went to Monte Plata. I was dating a girl. You know how that story go.
Right.
Dating a
Right.
girl, got some land next to her, and then I wound up buying the land, and then decided to build. And instead of me building like a Dominican,
Hmm.
I bought that states mentality, and it's a doggone villa mansion. So I'm still building it. So I understand Junior when he's talking about prices going up and stuff, right?
No. And
Yeah,
that's that. Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
Rick has a quick question, Junior, and I'm so glad we're talking about that, so we can kind of bounce off of YouTube because you guys are purchasing. Let me ask you this question real quick, Nomad. What percentage did you have to put down? Like, I know you can't. You said you told me what you put down, but what percentage you had to
Oh,
put down?
that was the percentage they wanted. Just like if you buy a car, they wanted 20%, right?
20%. Okay.
So however they managed the numbers, it came up a little under $9,000 they wanted down, right?
Gotcha.
And I think it was 1 mil point five or 6, 7 thousand pesos, something like that. But when I got finished, my bill came to 35 that I owed the bank.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Gotcha.
so that's why I say it was the price of a car. Why not do it? Because car back 5, 6 years ago, when you can get your car for 35,000 and pay it off in 5 years. And I
Right.
said, well, I paid 20 when I could do it in 5. You
That's
know,
awesome.
yeah.
Hey, so Rick,
For sure.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So Rick James has a question for Junior. Junior, what type of house and what amenities do you have?
Well, it's a building. It's a regular like complex type, but it's small. I didn't want to live where a lot of buildings, so there's only 32 units in this one building. It's gated. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. um, uh, running water because we're using a well.
Right.
We have natural gas. Like you don't have to go out and get the gas. You pay like your electricity bill, whatever you use. That's how much gas you're going to be spending. Um, like I said, it's just a basic, basic home. No extra amenities. That it comes with.
How many floors?
It has 4 floors.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't want
I don't,
something big. I don't like living with too many people around me. Like,
I don't like,
Right,
yeah.
right, 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 right.
I don't like the high rises in DR. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
yeah.
it's 4 floors, and then you have the penthouse, on top. So I wanted something. I
Very
didn't want
nice.
the 5th floor either because the 4th floor, sometimes your neighbors walk by, they see you in your house, and I didn't like it. So I took the second one, and I didn't want the
Right.
4th because I'm getting up there in age, and I didn't want to be
Yes.
going up and down with groceries. So I said the second floor is pretty good.
You thought that thing through. That's what it's all
Of
about.
course, I'm
Yeah.
47 years old,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I didn't
Well,
want
But
to.
you also know that 40 is the new 20, right? So, old is not what old used to be, sir.
Yeah, but I had,
And I get it. Our bodies say different, right? Our faces say something different than what our
yeah,
bodies say,
I've
right?
been, I've been to war and back, so that's why I say it. Like right now, I'm aching because of the weather. You
Yeah,
know,
right. No, I totally
right.
get it. But I
Yeah.
wanted to say something quickly to our guest today. You had mentioned earlier about putting out information and being helpful to people so that they can, live the dream and the, life that they want to dream, or I mean, the life that they want to live. I appreciated that comment because so many people are so ignorant. And I don't mean that in a way of like, oh, you're stupid. No, what I mean is they literally don't know that there's enough for all of us to have a great life. Like there's enough for us to share and like get together and like do it in a good way. Right.
Right. Okay.
And it's just like I feel so sad for those people for just I only give a moment of sadness. So I can't give my whole day of sadness. You understand? I give
Right.
them a little moment of sadness and say, oh, poor them. Dang, they don't get it that we really
Exactly.
can have
Exactly.
it. We
Well,
can have it and we can do it. And that is what this channel is all
it's
about. And
all
that is
about.
why from day one, when I was invited to be a part of the family, I was so excited because the positivity, the love, the honesty, and definitely going forward, we're expanding and we're all about love and positivity
Right.
and honesty. And hey, let's grow, let's help each other. So, yeah, I am so happy we're doing this episode today. Like, I'm actually
yeah.
very happy right now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Well,
Hey
um,
guys, this is a picture of it.
okay.
Awesome, brother.
That's yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
my
right.
style. I
Yeah,
love it.
Well,
I don't like. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't like to be in too many people, too many
yeah. All right.
buildings.
So, gotcha. So Nikki, right? I want to make sure I get your name
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Nikki with one
So
K. Yep.
with the 1K, yeah, I was married to a 2K, so that's good. 1K.
Not the one,
So
not the two, but the one, all right? No.
right, the one, right. So look, I hate the name drop on y'all channel, but because you had him on, Coach, because you had him on J Day, right?
Shout
You
out to
you
J
you,
Day.
int-
Yeah.
you
Good,
yeah,
good
you
brother. Good
interviewed
brother.
him,
Hmm.
and so we're actually, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to be on your channel, is because we're creating, like you said, that family, right?
Right.
That expat YouTuber family.
Right.
So to
Yes.
piggyback, yeah. So to piggyback off of what Nikki said, and one of the reasons why I wanted to be on your channel is when I sit back, I was telling me and Jay Day was talking last night when I told him, I was like, man, I don't even know if I can go to sleep because I gotta be up so early,
Right.
right? Because I said your
Right.
morning is your afternoon. But what we was talking about was I was like, I'm finding out because he said I'm just put this little part out for him, but I can't mention the guy name. He
Hmm.
told me somebody was looking at his channel on a live and came on and gave him some shout outs, right? A
Hmm.
big YouTuber, right?
Hmm.
And I said, well, that's because people looking at our channel because we up and coming, and they
Right.
see us and they see the potential in us. and they
Right.
don't know
Absolutely.
if we may be a threat, or they don't know if they can utilize us later down the road. I
Right.
said they got like alternative motives, but I was
Or
like,
both.
the big, yeah. But the biggest thing, like Nikki said, what me and him was talking about, we was like the YouTube community
It
and
don't
the
have to be
expat
like that.
community.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's big enough for everybody to rather eat or put out your content. Like Coach said, it doesn't matter if you want to show females with booties all day
Right.
or you want to talk about building houses, but
Right.
it's big enough for everybody to help everybody at the same time and pull everybody up by the boot heels. And then
Yes.
the people that
Absolutely.
want to travel and do this, that's why I'm like, come on. If you tell me, hey, I'm going to Philippines, I'm gonna be out there for a week,
Right.
I
Oh,
may
oh, you
say
know I'm
I'm
gonna
there
hit
for
you
three
up.
months. Let's
I
meet
mean,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got. We're
Let's
supposed
go.
to look out for each other and help people out. Hey, where's a good place to stay? Where can I get a rental
Right,
car? Where can I do
right,
this? Where can I do that? Yeah, I don't understand. Well, we got this mentality. That's why I refuse for our family to do that, especially black people. We want to try to, he hating on me, or he trying to take
right.
my territory. Like Nikki say, what territory you? It's so damn big. It's crazy. Like, yeah, like man, like you hear about this YouTube beef. You'll never
Right.
hear about me getting in some damn YouTube beef. That's just so stupid. That's what teenagers do, so it's just amazing how I really love how we're getting things together. And Nikki is gonna really like start putting everybody together. And you got Miss Sharonda, you got Miss Shania,
Right.
you got you got Junior. So we really gonna have like a different, like we're gonna put something together. And maybe one day, maybe next year sometime or late this year, we can just have all the channels to come together and do like something, and like let Junior talk about his finance and how he bought a house. Just anything, just answering
Right.
questions. And a lot of people, I'm not gonna say no names, but they want, when I get married next year, they want to have a damn convention like when I get married. So I'm like, y'all talking about houses and like the day after my wedding and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be there. Me and Domingo gonna be on our honeymoon. So
Right.
yeah, I'm not gonna say no names, but yeah, somebody said, Coach, when you get married, we ought to have like a real estate convention that same. I'm like, man,
The
I'm not.
same dog.
No, it's a
Like,
honeymoon.
what is even the correlation with that? Like, why? Like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? Like maybe the week before that might be good. Like where people, we get on the bus and everybody talk. But I'm not mixing that in with my damn wedding. But
You can
No,
mix.
no, no. That's
yeah,
personal.
This is the
That's
pleasure. You
right,
personal.
cannot mix.
Right.
yeah. So like if they want to come like on Wednesday and my wedding is on Saturday or Sunday, maybe we can have it and just talk about that. But I'm not, this not gonna be a business mixer wedding. No, it's not gonna be that. Yeah. But
That's crazy. And that's
yeah,
the thing. So I think sometimes people forget that, John, you want to be with your family and just enjoy that time. You don't want to have to share every little gosh dang bit
Right.
of it. And, there are some things that in my life that, yeah, I'm not sharing with everyone at one time. It's like, hey, because I don't have to. You know what I mean? We all have our things that we need as YouTubers to keep to ourselves, and then we talk about it when we want to, and that's just how that goes. Um, and also, I think you touched on something, John, earlier about doing like some sort of a get together. I think that would be so dope. We could do J Day, Nomad, me, you,
mm,
um,
right. I
Junior
love
for
that.
sure. Like what's our buddy?
Manuel,
Um
Miss Shania,
Manway
yeah,
and
mhm, yeah,
Janai
yeah.
and oh my gosh, what's his name? The other Melvin.
Oh
Everyone's
yeah,
always thinking that my Melvin is that Melvin. I'm like, no, that's
right.
not the same
Yeah,
Melvin. It's a different Melvin. But
Hmm.
Melvin.
all of us that have been a part of the channel, that would be so dope for us to get together and have like a fun weekend to just sit and chat and talk. And all the questions that people have. We would make time for that day to do it. And when I say making time to do it for that day, I think there's been a bit of a misconception about when I'm in DR and with you living in DR, that we just have all the time in the world to just get on the phone and talk for 2 and 3 hours about like, hey, how I can help you. This is no disrespect to anybody.
Great point. Go ahead.
I just want it to be known that I am extremely busy. And I know that you guys are as well. We've had this conversation, and it's like a more appropriate time and place are the lives to ask those questions, because we can speak on it in the moment. And then if we do a convention where we all get together, we can have some drinks and have a great time and just let it all hang out. You know what I mean? Now I'm not going to let it completely all hang out, but I'll let a little bit hang out. You understand me?
Networking. We can do some networking.
Yeah.
Junior,
and
you are a mess. Junior was like, oh my God, what?
Well, that, hey.
No, I had to give that disclaimer, Junior, because these people sometimes think that I'm just letting it all hang out. And I'm like, what? Are you crazy?
Right. Well, and then a lot of times people think just because we say the Dominican Route Family, it's about helping people out, but we don't do shit for free and drive you around for free and give you everybody always looking for a discount and all of that stuff shoot. And matter of fact, you should be paying more because you got an English speaking person like Junior. Like Junior dropped somebody off today, and I don't know his business. Whatever he charged him, that's his business because he's a part of the Dominican Route family. But Junior took, he talked to the person and said, "Okay, I'm gonna charge you this." But we ain't charging no crackhead prices just because you're a part of the family. Actually, you should be helping out and blessing us more because you're in a safe area, like Nikki said. You with some safe people. You can get an Uber. And if you can't speak any Spanish, guess what? You're gonna be trying to, hey, I need to stop at the gas station. Ubers go straight to your spot. They not stopping at the supermarket. They not stopping to get you no toilet tissue, no wipes. They not doing none of that. They take you straight there. So like with us,
my service does. I stop anywhere you want to go.
That's right.
And let's be clear, when they do stop for you, you're gonna pay an additional 1,000 pesos. Let's be very clear, bro. No one's stopping for 200 pesos. No one's stopping for 200 pesos, bro. No, when they don't know you, they're gonna take all of your money. Let's be clear. And that's the thing that we're wanting you guys to understand about the channel. Like when we're saying, hey, we have people that are going to keep you safe. They're going to drive great, that also speak English and Spanish. Like it's worth it. Instead of you coming there and you're not understanding what's being spoken. You don't even know the person. You're hoping to get to your destination safely. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sorry to cut you off, Nikki. Dr. PH was very, awesome. Happy. Seemed like appreciative that I did, what I did for him, and like I said, I don't. Mind.
Tell everybody what you. Yeah, tell everybody what you did. You drove.
Yeah, I picked him up. I picked him up in Santo Domingo at the bus station, and I drove him all the way to his hotel in Punta Cana.
Awesome.
Wow.
And then I came back out here and kept working.
That's good.
That was 3 hours. Well, 6 hours round trip.
Nah, I made it in 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, you was moving.
But I'm saying, going there and coming back, right?
Oh yeah.
2 hours going, two coming back.
Yeah,
so
4 hours. Like four and a half hours.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, and
don't
nobody. And nobody should ever say like it's none of our business how much you charge. You never don't tell nobody. And I don't want to ever hear nobody say, well, Coach Junior charged me this. You gonna charge me this? Heck yeah, because if I want to charge you this, you take it or leave it. That's it.
I mean, and listen, let's be clear. I'm going to be very clear about something. A great point, John. People have said, I've heard like, oh, y'all doing Dominican prices. Y'all on some Dominican. Let me tell you something. When you're in that country, you understand what's governed in that country.
Right.
And it's like when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. When I'm in the Dominican, I do as the Dominicans do. All right. And as one of my very best friends says, Dominicanamente, which means like Dominicanly. All right. We're doing it Dominicanly because we're in the Dominican. So
Right.
it makes sense that we would do it that way.
Yeah.
And it
Right.
is very much worth it. My first 2 times in the country, I would have been happy to pay whatever was asked of me for me to feel comfortable and safe. And you guys know I speak Spanish very well. So even though I speak Spanish, I still would have been very happy to have someone who speaks both languages and somebody that I feel comfortable and safe with. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it like that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw this plug in there. So, Junior, when it's time again for my second car, because I think I got robbed on the first, and my
Mm.
transmission went out. I'm gonna get with you when it's time to go buy another car.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So you can
I
help
got
me.
a few people. I also have
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
personal
yeah, yeah.
mechanic because
Yeah,
I have a Kia. It's a K5, which is the Optima in the States, but mine is
right,
gas. It's the LP
right.
gas.
Right. Hey, so
Okay.
going back to you, brother. So tell me, where do you stay the most? Like, where do you see yourself staying the most out of the
All
different
right.
countries?
I don't want. Oh, man, I don't want to piss nobody off, but okay. I was Dominican bound for a nice up until my retirement in December 15th, right, of last year. I was rocking Dominican all the time, even though I was hitting the other spots, right?
Mhm.
But now I'm I'm more Philippines, Thailand. That if I had to give the four spot out of the four where I stay the most, now I'm Philippines is 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 home. The DR is home, but I'll be in the Philippines more, I think.
Gotcha.
And if it makes sense, Thailand is my hub because Thailand, I can go to like anywhere, any airline, I can get to wherever I need to go from Thailand, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And I just did a video on it. I just got a doggone 1 bedroom apartment for $200, right? A month.
That's awesome.
Rent it for the year. And I want to get my
Where's that at? Where at?
that
In Thailand?
that's in Pattaya. That's in Pattaya. Yeah.
In Pattaya. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then in Bangkok, I got a 1 room I pay $79 for a month, right? Okay, so yeah, I mean, but when you hear these numbers and you start to add them up, they under $800, right? You get what I'm
Wow.
saying? When you
Absolutely.
think about the rent that you pay in the states, you know.
Man, I'm
So
so happy.
I
I'm
just
so happy for you. So it can,
yeah,
like, you're a prime example. It can be done.
yes, and
Hmm.
then like y'all said, we do nothing for free. So when I'm in one place, that means I have multiple places available. And I
Hmm.
have a community from my old job that people take advantage where they can stay in my places, right? You can rent it
Hmm.
out. So if I'm in the Philippines, you want to come to Thailand, I got you. You want to go to the DR, I got you. Stuff like that. Colombia, I got you. And I rent it out. And again, some people, when I tell them the prices, which is
Hmm.
less than the hotel, they still, like Nikki said, get offended. It's like John said, they want the crackhead price or they want free. And it's like, yo, I didn't get it for free, so why am I giving it
Right.
to you for free?
And
Yeah.
if it were them, they would do the same thing. And that's the thing. Like
Yes,
people need to be honest about that. Like when you're
right.
in that position, you would do the exact same thing. Like
The
stop the
exact
cat.
same thing. Yeah, right, right.
Right. Yeah.
Or
And I
or I
and I,
say,
people think I even had a couple people, and I thank God for, like, my friend let me use his car, and now I'm getting ready to buy a van and all of that stuff. But like, I've had people to fill the car up and be like, man, I'm so happy I filled your car up. No, Negro, you need to give me some money for my time and my, yeah,
yes,
Time
yeah,
is
like,
money.
you fill my
time.
car up. Like, hey, I can fill my own damn car up. Like, like, my time is valuable, and I love
Yes,
talking. I love talking and meeting new people. But yeah, this just for filling my car up, like, you doing me a solid. bro, you ain't. That ain't nothing.
You know, hey, John, I got to say this stuff. Did you
Go
know
ahead,
what
bro.
people don't realize? Like me and you, that's actually living in these countries. What they don't realize is, like, I heard your backstory of your back and all that stuff. People don't
Right.
realize we are actually on fixed incomes.
That's right.
We're not,
Right.
like I said, we are not working at all. So whatever we do on the side, that's to help us
It's just a,
maintain and survive. And they're
amen.
looking at us like, well, you're doing it, so you got it. It's like,
Right.
dude, this is
And
not
No.
so much work.
a disclaimer, because I protect my brother.
Yeah.
John makes no money on the side. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Right,
have any, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All he has
right,
is his
right,
fixed income that
right.
comes from SSI, and that's
Right.
it.
And
Yeah.
but the
And
thing
see,
is, and I don't know if people know this, but thank you so much, sister. And we're gonna talk about Junior after this. If you receive a disability check, you can make a certain amount of money as long as you don't go over that amount. A
over
lot of
that.
people, yeah, a
right,
lot of people
right,
don't know that. So yeah, so you know, a lot of people are on Social Security disability. My friend, he works at Walmart. He's disabled. He's in a wheelchair, and he gets paid like $15 an hour, and he works so many hours. So you can be on disability and still bring in money. So yeah, can't nobody snitch on me for, oh, coach making a little bit of money in the Dominican.
right.
No,
And
but thank you,
and
Nikki. I appreciate it. But
yeah,
like Junior is
Yeah,
not.
you know what time it is.
Right, yeah, right. So like Junior is not on disability. He doesn't, but he works, but he likes to get extra money, like you were saying, brother Nomad, and like extra money for the family and to buy stuff for his
right,
house, but he works hard for it. So, but that's a great point, y'all. That's a great point.
right. And then because people like me, I'm fully retired.
Hmm.
I'm only 53. So
Congratulations.
I don't, thank you. I don't qualify for my pensions. I don't qualify for disability. I got 8 more years just to see that stuff. You
Right.
know, 8 more. So I rely on me to do everything I need to do.
Hustling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yes.
That's what I
You
do
know,
here.
yeah, you got to do it. It's just, I'm retired. I don't have to punch that clock no more. I can do what I want when I want. That's the only beauty, and I can leave and go as I please. No more
Are you
Right.
are
boss.
you are you just
Huh?
loving life?
I am because, well, look, I'm gonna say this. The
And I
greatest
love that
factor,
for you, by the way.
yeah, the greatest
Yeah.
factor that comes for me now, and I think Junior can relate, is I tell people now, I'm like, I'm not working and I'm not a boss, right? Don't want to be a boss. But when it comes to building houses, we are the owners. So we tell the boss what we want done because we pay the
Exactly.
boss,
Right.
right? And I'm like, that's the best feeling to be the owner because you put all the pressure on the boss to take care of the workers, to fire them, hire them, keep
Yes.
everything right,
Yes.
And,
Yes.
that's what I live for now. When I
So
get to
let's
see
let
that
me.
side
I'm
of
gonna
the
I'm
face.
gonna put you on the spot real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
What is your favorite place out of all the countries that you live in?
Right now, no, it's not right now. It is for me the Philippines, and I'm gonna give you the why.
Yeah, I was gonna say why.
Like,
That's right.
yeah, right, like Nikki said, John, you said, and because of Junior, I'm still learning Spanish. I'm getting better at it, right? But I know I still have barriers. I don't understand this and that. Sometimes, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Sometimes I feel like I'm not getting what I want because I can't convey it the way I want to, right? You know? Thailand, same thing. A lot of people speak English, but there's a language barrier. But from the time I get off the plane in the Philippines, everybody is strictly English. We talking from 2 years old on up. Everybody's
I
in
was
English.
gonna ask that
Yeah,
question. I'm so
yes,
glad that you spoke about that
everybody.
because I was like,
Yeah,
how was he doing it in Philippines and Thailand? Because that's a whole different thing. All right.
yes, everybody speaking. So, like in my videos, I'm a kid person. I got a lot of little kids. Uncle Jeff. I got 4-year-old, 5-year-olds talking to me better English than the parents, and
Aw.
we're having
Wow.
real conversations, right?
That's like
I mean,
John, man, and me too.
yeah,
We love we
yeah,
love
yeah,
kids.
real
Yeah.
That's right.
conversations. So,
Right.
Philippines, um, the money factor is all about the same because the peso, I can gauge that real good.
Okay.
But when it comes to building a house, um, like we said, for Junior, um, you said the prices just went up because I stopped building for a minute in the DR. I
Hmm.
was paying, I think it was what, 81 pesos a block, a hollow block in the
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
DR, right? That's about right. And then I was paying about, I gotta give it to you in dollars, about $8 for a bag of cement. In the Philippines, I'm paying 19 pesos per hollow block, right?
Wow.
Yeah, dude,
Mhm.
yeah. So 33 cent in our dollars, in US dollars, 33
Wow.
cent. And then I'm paying $4 or 3.89 per cement bag.
Mm.
So the house I'm building there, um, I only been building on the house 36 days, and I'm way further than when I've been building on my house for a doggone year in the DR, because I spent I'm at 20 grand in my house in the DR. I'm at I'm under 5 grand. If you take away the labor, I'm at about 3,500 in material, and I already got the walls up, getting ready to do the roof.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So when you look at that, Philippines is winning
Yeah,
faster than none.
Now
definitely.
let me ask you this. Oh, Junior, you was about to say something. I'm sorry,
No,
brother.
no, I was gonna say definitely because like the reason our apartment took so long, their excuse was they're waiting for permits and they're waiting
Right.
for this and they're waiting for that. But I'm like, I see other places being built a lot quicker. Like my
Yes.
thing is, right? They're up to. So my building is number 8. So you've built already, you know, other apartments and you have permits. So why we had an issue with permits when you have already built other places?
Mm.
Yes.
And I brought that to their attention. We had a meeting. My brother-in-law is a lawyer. We took him there and everything. And then their excuse was, the permits, the land wasn't ready. They give you a story.
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit, Junior, on the permits? Because one of the things that I was nervous about with some of the places that I've stayed in, I felt like I don't know how any of this could have passed a law or a permit early on with me visiting the country. I'm like, this looks illegal. This looks like it could just fall down at any point in time.
That's a
Do you
great
think that
point.
they've gotten more strict as far as like with how more safe it is or anything like that?
That also depends on what construction company or what construction company they're using. See me, I'm like a hands-on type of person. So I was always in the land every week looking. I would check it out. I'll ask, the Haitian brothers, yo, what's going on? Oh, when's it gonna be built? I'm on top of that. That's just me. I'm
Right.
I'm real
Yeah.
ignorant when it comes to certain things. That my mechanic, my house, I'm electrician. I want to be on top of that. If you're not, they're gonna slip and do different
Of
stuff.
Yeah.
course.
And you're
Like I
gonna
Right.
pay
said,
more money. You're gonna
yeah,
pay
it
more money.
depends on
Yeah.
what construction company they're using. As of now, I was there the other what was it? Last Tuesday I passed by there. Like I said, I've seen no cracks on the walls. Like sometimes you'll see as they building, you'll see the wall cracking. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. It's been until now I haven't had an issue. You know,
Right.
I've
Hey,
seen that
real
too.
real
Mhm.
quick. Do you have any children? DMR asked.
Who's that? Me?
Yes, yes, brother.
Oh, well, yeah, that's when I started my page 2 years ago, I really started the page for my grandkids. So
Okay.
I have children. I was married 20 years, right? I have
Hmm.
children. I got three granddaughters, and I started my page for my grandkids just to see who was granddad. What was I doing, if I should die and
Gotcha.
you don't know all of me, you can look back and refer to my journey. So
Okay.
I
that's
love this.
that's
Oh my
how I started
gosh.
it. And then yeah, and then J Day is the one that hit me up and said, "You need to do more. You need to blog more." So then since February of this year is when I really became a YouTuber. That's my official
Mhm.
date for me. Is when I really
Awesome.
put my mind to it. Is I said I'm gonna dedicate myself into putting in the work.
Cool, cool.
I
All right,
think
now
Yeah.
going. Now, go ahead, Nikki. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it was Sharonda that had told me about you, that mentioned
Yes.
like
Yes.
Brooklyn Nomad, he's doing this, he's doing that. So I have heard great things about you and your channel, and I'm so excited that you're here. And I'm like, we need him back again, John. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
got to have him back
he's part
certainly
of the
soon.
family. The family's just gonna keep growing. He's
That's what I'm
here.
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
do. That's what I'm trying
yeah.
to do.
We
Oh,
got to have
John.
him back sooner than later because I think that I don't know. I just appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your positivity. It's just
Yeah,
great. Yeah, for
energy,
sure.
awesome, awesome
Okay.
energy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
excuse me. I don't mean to cut y'all off, but John asked me which one was the best, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this one, this is my best creation ever. It cracks me up to me. John, did you see? I know I sent you the video. I am retired.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
seen it,
haven't.
right?
I have no.
And
I didn't see the whole video. I saw some of it.
okay, because it's only a minute and 39 seconds. But
Okay.
I did a video says I'm retired, and it's all in the Philippines where I'm doing my why I'm retired, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's only a minute and 39 seconds. But if you look at it, it's also, I have to say it, the people, and that's why they asked about Miss Bella, how they cater to you, how they take care of you, they look out for
Yeah,
you,
I must have
and
not have
that's why.
seen that one. I was thinking about another one, but I'm a
Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. So that's why Philippines is number one, you
Got it.
know, because
And
all
she's
those
on the live
factors,
today too. Did you guys
yeah, all
notice?
those,
Yes.
huh?
Okay. Yeah.
She's
So
been on the live today. Like she shouted me
Miss
out.
Bella is there.
is this
Yeah,
Miss
is
Bella
this her
is,
with the
yeah. Like I said, she's like she's
Miss
my
Bella.
moderator, my editor. So
awesome
she's part of the family too. She's gonna be there,
shout out?
cheerleading us on, supporting us all the way.
How you pronounce her name? Miss what? What is it?
Miss Bella.
Bella,
Miss
Bella,
Bella. Miss Bella. Shout
yeah,
out to Miss
yeah.
Bella.
I just put the MZ instead of MS to change
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Nikki, read this comment. Look like you have somebody. I don't know if they're just a part of the channel, but
It
they
my let me see. I'm doing it on my phone because my computer was doing weird stuff. Matib Lolo, I think it says.
yeah.
Mati wait a second.
Well, I can
Yeah,
read it if you have a hard
Mati Lolo.
time. Hmm.
Yes, I've lived all over the Philippines. I have to disagree. I might be it might be that way in Manila, Luzon, but in my experience in mine, Mindanao,
Mandanao.
Mindanao, Cebu,
Mhm.
Negros Oriental,
Yes.
Oriental or something, they get nosebleeds a lot.
I've been in Cebu, Manila, and Bohol, Dumaguete. No nosebleeds for me. I don't know.
But what do they mean by that about the
I
nosebleeds?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess because of the climate and where you are, but I haven't
Okay.
suffered any nosebleeds, so I wouldn't know. I don't
If
know.
you can elaborate on the nosebleeds, Lolo, that would be great because I don't think I don't think he understands what you're referring to.
Yeah, yeah. Because if anything in the Philippines is where I lost my most of my weight. I lost 20 pounds in the Philippines doing nothing.
Uh-huh.
Really?
No
Now,
exercise or nothing.
are you familiar with lumpia in the Philippines?
Lumpia?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
Let me ask. Let me ask Miss Bela. Are you familiar with lumpia? My understanding is lumpia. They are they look like egg rolls or like spring rolls. They're rolled up, and
Oh,
it depends. You can have pork. I've had the what is it called? The beef ones. One of
okay.
my ex-boyfriends from when I was in my 20s, his mom was Filipina
Mm.
and she cooked lumpia all the time. And I learned how to cook it myself. So delicious. It has like carrots,
There she
Some
go.
of them
Thank
do.
you, John.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
delicious. So let's see what Miss Bella says about that.
Yeah, about the
About the
well,
lumpia.
well, okay. All right, well, she's texting, so we're gonna see Lumpia. If she do know about Lumpia, I definitely want to try it. I tell you that when I get back.
Oh, let me tell you, it is so good. It's like the uh what do you call that? The little, oh my gosh. Um the rolls, egg
Hmm.
rolls rolled
Okay.
up. Like the little, like the spring rolls, actually, not egg rolls. It's a
Right.
spring roll. Oh, see, Nomad, you already ate lumpia and you forgot. So it's
Oh,
like the little spring roll that's rolled up
oh,
and fried with either, I'm not sure if she cooked it with um beef or if she cooked it with pork, but it
oh.
has like onions chopped up and carrots.
Well,
Miss
it's
Bella, which one did you cook it with? The pork or with the beef? With carrots and onions?
look.
You see?
I eat so much food out there. I don't even know what I be eating. I just be grubbing. I just be eating.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
good.
That's awesome. Hey, Rick James
Oh,
asked
Rick
Nomad. I just
James, I subscribe. Do you have any videos in the DR? Yeah, I got some videos in the DR. I just haven't been out there. Most of my videos in the DR is my house videos. This is for Rick James. But of course, I'm gonna do the cost of living because I want to bring them all home. You know, the cost of living DR, Philippines, Thailand, and what am I local spending and all that other good stuff. So I'll have more stuff for the DR up and coming.
Can I do a quick disclaimer?
Mhm. I mostly she says she mostly cook pork. Yes. Yeah, you gotta
Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. So, Miss Bela, I'm glad that you know that I know a little bit about your culture. All right. Hi. So, listen, guys, a little disclaimer. This right here is milk thistle, okay, for kidney and liver cleanse. So, if you drink like we do, all right, this is helpful.
Okay.
Because apparently I have a good bit of drink every now and then, right?
And where do you get that from? Is that in the States? That's DR where?
From the States. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it anywhere, but it's called
Okay.
milk thistle.
Milk thistle. Okay. I'll
It
look that
rhymes
up.
with bristle, so milk thistle. It helps to cleanse your liver and your kidneys.
Okay. 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 Gotcha.
awesome,
Cool.
awesome. All right. So let's ask about the real estate. Okay, we had a question about no Rick James. Okay, hold up. No, we asked all the questions. Now, what about the real estate? What's is there any price difference as far as is it more affordable in the DR or it's more affordable in a different country, one of the other countries?
Well, I'm gonna say when it comes to the real estate, like I said, the only difference is building for me that I'm realizing building from the ground up. Philippines, the material costs way less than the DR. But when you're looking at, I was looking at in Cebu, I was looking at a condo in Cebu. The condo was costing a little more than I seen they got some condos out in Boca Chica, right? They got some condos out 51, like something like almost 51,000 in Boca Chica, but in Cebu in the Philippines, the condos was going for like 80,000. So I, for me, I really say it's all about the timing, location on the real estate. But they're all doable, feasible for the little man income. We can survive and we can buy a condo or any kind of real estate stuff like that because they got a lot of deals out. They got a lot of deals out with the financing and stuff like that where they work with us. So I don't think one is better than the other in any of the countries. It's just all about location and timing when you get there, what people are selling for and stuff like that, what you can buy it for. That's my professional opinion. It's what they say: location, 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 right? in Thailand,
Definitely.
because the condo I just not condo the apartment I just got in Thailand. I've been looking for apartments for almost a year in Thailand, and they've been telling me, I'm gonna say it in baht. They've been telling me anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000 baht, which is going from close to 250 to say $300 to $400 a month for a one bedroom, and their places are tiny, tinier, smaller than the DR apartments, right? But my tailor, he told me about the apartment that I got in the same doggone day. That was 750 baht, which came out to $200 even, and it's bigger than all the apartments that I actually looked at for the 1,500 baht. You know, and the location is I'm in prime. It basically where I got my apartment is it's equivalent to being in Sasua. You know, when they say location, being by the
Okay.
beach and all that stuff, it's equivalent to
Hey.
being in Sasua, as far as location, having expats around you, you know, other foreigners, everything that we want as Americans, everything that I want and more is there. You know, I'm right by the beach, but I got it for cheap. I just happened to get it for cheap. You know. Oh, oh yeah. Are y'all there? Oh, there we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm
Yeah,
here. My dog is just
yeah.
going crazy
No,
here.
I know. I got you. I got you. Yeah. So I don't know. When it comes to the real estate, I say all the real
I,
estate is doable,
I had it
and
on
is
pause, brother. I was
yeah,
listening to you. I had it on pause. I was
yeah.
talking, but I had it on pause. My bad.
Okay, okay. Go
I had it
ahead.
on mute. Now, do you miss? So this Miss Bella. Okay, so now this lady here, Louie, she's just asking some great questions. I thought you knew her also. Okay, he
Mm-mm.
is married to a Filipino. It is against the Filipino Constitution to own the physical land as a foreigner in the Philippines. You can own the condo, but not the land. Is that true?
Right. That is
Okay.
true, and the way I went about the land, I made a video of I bought well, I'm leasing land for $1. So to get around for that, because DR we could buy land. Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
Thailand, you can't own the land. So to get around is because I'm not married. To get around with for that was lease the land for 30 years, build a house on there. At the end of 30 summers, I'm 80 years old or more. I'm like when I'm called up to the upper room, I don't care about the house. Everything is just left behind. You get it?
Mhm.
The landowner takes everything. The landowner takes everything, and that's why I build the house for just. I lease the house for $1. So I get the house up. I get the land up front for 30 years. At the end of 30 years, they get everything I built: cars, TVs, anything in the house you can have. That was my mindset. I'm not trying to flip it, leave it to grandkids or kids because they so far away. It's just leave it where it is. Most people don't think that way because everybody's like, "It's mine. I want it." I'm like, "No. When I'm going, I'm gone." Right?
And especially
So,
because you have you have so many different locations
right. I
all over
got
the
so many.
world. So it's kind of like, who cares? I
Right.
respect that.
But the cool thing is when that happens, it would be left with Miss Bella, right? So
Yeah,
she gets that. She gets that. All that stuff would go now. It would be grandfathered over to her. You get it like that
absolutely.
because she is a Filipino. So later
Yeah,
on, now it could be okay. I want to buy the land, right, and leave it all to her, and there you go. So I have that option. So for me, it made more sense. And like you said, because I have so many dwellings, I can't take them all with me.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I
right.
to me that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how that go. But that is true. You can't own land in Thailand or Philippines, but you can own. It's some kind of crazy rule where you can own a condo, but you have to be at least second floor or higher, because the first floor of the land is the condos on the land, so it's like you own it. It's crazy.
That's like you owning the land.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like owning land, so you gotta be on the second floor. But in the DR, like
Okay.
you said, because you said you 47, Junior. When I got my condo, I made sure it was on the first floor. I walk
Yeah.
up 3 flights of steps. I'm like, I'm done. But
Yeah.
when I wash my clothes, I got to go up to the damn roof to hang out the clothes. So I
That's the
still
only
get the
bad thing about
exercise.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So look, quick question about that, Junior. At what level do they say we must have an elevator? Is it like 8 floors and up, 6 floors and up, or like if,
I believe it's fifth. It's 5 floors and
Yeah,
up. If
five.
I'm
I
not
think it's
okay,
mistaken.
five.
okay,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
5 floors and up.
yeah, five
okay.
floors.
I was
Yeah.
wondering about that because I'm just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
when and what?
you notice most of the the buildings here, like apartments, um are 4 floors because they don't
Oh, fourth
want
floor. Yeah.
um and they don't
Right, right,
the
right.
structural, the land can hold that weight.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Hey, so when are you coming back, brother? When are you gonna be coming?
My John, to be honest with you, July,
July.
and when I come back, I'm gonna stay. It's not gonna be a 2 week thing. I'm not gonna lie. I got cabin fever when I came down the 3 weeks or whatever I was down there, and then I
Mm-hmm.
hightailed it back to. I'm loving Asia. I'm loving it, right?
Uh-huh.
And but I'm coming back in July, and I'm gonna try to do July to August because I want to
Okay.
hit Panama just to see it. But
Okay.
that's gonna be like a weekend, 4 day trip to go to Panama because we so close. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna be down there for about 2 months. So if you want to do anything, and I'm gonna pay you, I'm
Oh
gonna pay
no,
you.
I know
But
it.
we're gonna get together because I got some things I want to talk to you offline,
Cool.
right?
Yeah. Let's.
Moving in the DR and stuff like that, like how I move and stuff. And I want to pick your brain, maybe Junior's too. If you're
Right.
there to
And
get
Um,
support. So I want to
Junior
get
is main. Junior is gonna be like he's like the transportation person because
okay,
like
right,
I'll do it sometimes, but I'm not that won't
yeah.
be like my main thing. But
Yeah, yeah. My
yeah,
my thing is not so much the transportation. It's just when I go buy another car, I really would want somebody to be with me on this one, right?
gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
And
smart.
yeah,
Yeah,
and my neighbor went with me, but I think my neighbor got a cutout deal. You know how they do, right? Jack and
yeah,
Frank's
no,
neighbor
no.
get a percentage. So I
absolutely.
prefer to just pay you up front, and then I get what I get. But like I said with John, I really want to pick your brain. Same thing I got to get with Taylor Made because it's things about Thailand that I don't know that he knows that I want to pick
Hmm.
his brain.
That's smart.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and just so I can be more well rounded and where I'm at, my
That's
surroundings
what
and
it's all about.
stuff like that. Emergency contacts, stuff like that. Because I'm big on if something happened. My family's in the U.S. My mother's almost 80. She ain't flying down that fast for me. So I want to be
Yeah,
Right,
able to have people
right.
to call just in case, or you call me if you need a helping hand.
Of course.
I'm trying to get
That's what.
that community going. Yeah.
and look, my
That's good.
mom doesn't even fly. So can
Yes.
you imagine, like for
Right.
me going over there, which is why I was talking about earlier, like,
Yeah.
oh, why do you want to go over there? What do you want to blah, and the whole thing? And I'm like, oh my God. But the great thing is she's actually going on a cruise in July to the Bahamas. So at least if something, heaven forbid, were to happen to me, I know she'd be willing to take a cruise to come and get to me. She ain't gonna
Yes.
get on that goddamn plane though.
I got you. Hey, my mom's actually said that next October, she says she's coming to the Philippines to meet Miss Bella personally. So
Nice.
That's
she says she
dope.
wants to go to the Philippines and try all that food.
Right.
That's so dope. And I
Yeah,
wanted to add this last little thing. For those of you that don't know about the ferry, there's a
yeah,
ferry
yeah.
that you can take from the DR to Puerto Rico. And
Puerto
it's like
Rico.
Yes. See, I
45
need to
or
know
60
things
bucks.
like that.
I
Yeah,
never knew this.
it's a
John
12 hour
told
ride.
me, and I wanted
Yeah.
to I wanted to strangle John. He tells me this like literally 2 days before I left the country. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Right. Right.
I
Hey,
thought it was
so
I
only
hey,
for like a week.
Junior. Yeah, Junior. You know any more about it? You probably know more about it than
Yeah,
I do.
I actually live close where the ferry is at, right?
okay.
I'm
Tell
right,
us
right
how
across
it
from the port.
works. What
Yeah, tell
you
us
can
how it
go
works
and stay
because
for a
I,
while.
I
You have
want
to come
I want
back.
to
Like
do that. Yeah, take a
How
Yeah,
does
I'll
it work?
send you,
ride.
John. I'll send you the link to the port, and I'll have all the information on it.
Okay.
Okay, but do
How
you
does it how does it work? Do you have to get back on the boat by a certain time? Like
Yeah,
what is the deal
because
on that?
especially when it's gonna leave. I believe it leaves Tuesdays and Thursdays. It leaves
Okay.
because I see, like I said, I live close, close to the ocean, so I see it leave those days.
Okay. So you
But
could.
yeah, they'll give you a certain amount of time before you have to, let's say when you come from Puerto Rico here, they'll give you a certain amount of time, or depending, let's say you're leaving for a week, you have time because like I said, it leaves Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you could also
Okay.
bring your car from Puerto Rico to here, and you don't have to rent the car if you stay more than a week.
That's
You can
awesome.
bring your car.
How much does that cost roughly? You think?
I'm not sure exactly because I've never, looked into the prices, but it shouldn't. It'd be less than a plane ticket from Puerto Rico to here. I'll tell you that much.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
feel like I feel
I'll
like
look
John
into it.
I feel
So
like John and I and you guys, I don't know, all of us, we're gonna get together and do a book, like a traveling book that
yes,
explains
y'all need to.
do's, the
Yes.
don'ts, when you can, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it,
Places to go.
all of that, even down to getting married, because it's not as difficult, I think, as people think that it is, because as you guys know, um, Brooklyn Nomad, you're new to me, but I was engaged once before, so I went through the entire process without actually getting married because I decided like 2 weeks before I was getting married, I was like, nope, not doing it. But I got all the paperwork prepared for both of us in order to do it. So things like that, like everything about everything, because I'm telling you,
Right.
we waste so much time trying to figure it out
Right.
when you have people who know the do's and the don'ts. So I think this could maybe even be like an Amazon digital book or something like that.
Ebooks, yeah, something like that. Right. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dope with all of that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
That'd be
get together
awesome.
offline and figure
Yeah.
something out.
Yeah. I
Awesome.
got you.
Awesome.
Well,
So
John, can I ask you a
go ahead.
question?
Yes,
Can I
brother.
ask you a
Go ahead.
question? Well, okay, the biggest thing for me is that either retirement visa or the citizenship. Do you have for the DR? Do you have your citizenship or the retirement visa over there, or
No,
you just stay for how long you want and pay that exit fee when you
that's
gotta leave?
right. That's right.
Okay.
But pretty soon, once me and Dominga gets married and make it official, I won't have to pay that exit fee no more because I'll be a citizen or a resident of the
Other than
Dominican.
that,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So how do the exit fee? I never had to pay it. How do that exit fee work? Because I'm always leaving, say 89 days out, right? So within
Mhm.
90 days, they don't charge me anything, right?
So
No, after 30 days, you do get charged. Like, what
They
is it?
haven't caught me yet. I've stayed 2 months and go through, and they let me breeze through. They haven't pulled me in that little office. You know, when you get up to customs, where they make
right.
Custom.
you. I know where they make you pay, but I have not gone
No,
there
they
yet.
don't. That's not where they make you pay it.
Oh, okay.
That office is where when somebody has some problems with their passport.
Oh, okay,
That
Yeah.
okay, okay,
that's what
okay.
that is. So
They
it's
Okay.
put me in there once before, too.
okay. Yeah, yeah. So that there's a booth right next to the main booth where they stamp your passport at. You have to go over. Nikki just did it not too long ago, and they tell you how much you have to pay. So
Oh,
hey,
that paying booth is
yeah,
to the right. It's to the right.
right.
It says cash or pay.
Right.
Okay,
That's
okay,
it. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So have you
Yeah.
ever been to that little booth before?
No, 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 no. I've
Okay.
always breezed through. Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
I
They
How
always
got
breezed
the
through. Yeah,
How the
but
heck did he? That's
yeah,
crazy.
He's got the
so
hookup. That's what he
yeah,
got.
something.
all
But hey,
Clearly.
right,
I
Jimmy.
travel. I travel so much. When they look at my book, they like this dude got so many Dominican stamps. I don't
So
know.
tell us about the other countries. How does that work? If you stay over, have you stayed over? How does that work?
Well, DR, from my understanding, DR, you can stay up to a year and you pay like what $210 or something like that, right? That's from my understanding. I could be wrong,
I know.
but
I'll say this about the DR. I know a friend of
yeah,
mine. he's been here for 5 years, and he just has to pay his fee in
Pay
five
the fee, and
when, when he
then they
goes back.
welcome you back when you come. But
Right, right.
Philippines and Thailand, you stay 31 days, dude. It's like they charge you all kind of crazy fees. They could tell you you can't come back for 6 months, a year, stuff like that. Over
Really?
here, yes. So that's the reason why um the the place I got in Bangkok, I got like a bootleg lease, right? But it's still legit enough. But the one I just got, I got actually a year lease. So when I come back here on my next visit, my plan is I got a visa office. That's a good thing. They got visa offices all over. I'm going to the visa office. I can do retirement visa. Retirement, you only have to be 50 years old, right? 50 years old, make about $1,500 a month, and you can get a retirement visa for a year, multi entry retirement visa where you can go and come as you please. So I'm working on that, and then in Philippines it's the same way, but they're telling me I got to drop 20,000 in my bank account for the retirement visa in the Philippines. So,
Really?
and that money's supposed to stay there. So I'm like, do I want to just put 20 and I don't touch it? Or do I want to be able to have access in case something happens, right? So
Yes, it is.
I'm working on that visa as well. And I do want to get a Dominican retirement visa. So I want to get all three visas. So if I stay one place 6 months, 8 months, I don't have no problem, and then I still can go to other countries with no problem because I'm still good for a year or 8 months, 9 months left on the visa. So that's how that works.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead. You had a question, Junior?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the prices for the ferries. One way is
Yeah.
$125.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay, gotcha.
That's the fee.
Okay.
That's not
Oh,
I
bad.
so
thought I seen something for
so
like $45.
No, I'm
and,
looking right
and
now
then
at
do y'all see that message? The 15. I
the.
didn't know that the $1,500 deposit in the bank account versus
Yeah.
the 20,000.
Let me read
Yeah,
it. Philippines retirement visa, SRR visa, different types. Very cheap if you are former military. A $1,500 deposit in a bank for former military called SRRV, expanded country visa for former meal
military. Okay,
military.
and I will tell y'all, I am military. I am Army all the way. See my dog tags. I keep this. Oh, I keep my dog tags on. I got these made in Thailand. I do this for I call our safety. So I got my social, my last four of my social, first and last name, my blood type. I'm gonna get another one and put my telephone number. It's of course it's in case something happened to me. Cops don't
Yeah,
have
Gotcha.
to figure it out.
that's so
I got
smart.
it on my neck. Yeah. So
And by the
I'm all
way,
set.
thank you for serving our country, brother.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So I
Hey,
do that. I do
so
that for safety.
give us. I mean, I want you to get on these people that are really thinking that something's going to happen to people when they come over to these other countries. Like you, I mean, I've been to 3 or 4 other countries, but tell people it's nobody's going to kidnap you, or have you ever had any type of issues like that before? Like any
No.
incidents?
No. My mom is one of those big ones. She don't want me in China when I go to Hong Kong and Macau. She don't want me in China because she think China they're gonna kidnap me and do stuff like that and blah blah blah. Right? So she's like, I'm gonna walk outside because they playing music and I don't want it on your live. All right? Okay? I'm trying to, for monetization thing. I don't want no music playing. But anyway, um, yeah, I've been traveling to all kind of countries. My furthest country, or maybe not the furthest, but one of my biggest countries is I've been to Africa too, right? Love Africa. Okay. I just hate doing the damn visas every time I go. But out of all the countries I've been to, uh, I'm like this. It's all about the street smart. You go out there. you're in the other country. You gotta act right. You gotta conform to them. You can't come out there with your chest out like you big and bad from the States, making a target to yourself. But I have had no problems. And all the countries I've gone to, I've always for the first visit, I've always had a guide, somebody to take me around. Okay. So, like Junior, I've always had someone to take me around, show me around, let me know the do's and don'ts. And after the do's and don'ts, I start coming back a little bit more, and then that's when I stopped using people, less. But I still use them for contact. But then as I progress, I use them less. That's what I did in the DR. I had a driver by the name of Carlos, and he would take me everywhere and do everything and help me out with stuff. And as I got more familiar and started learning the language, you know, I don't call him at all no more. He be calling me, hey, you got some work for me? I'm like, Carlos, I got my own vehicle. I know how to drive. I know how to go to the grocery store by myself. The bank account, you help me with everything. Now I'm just doing it.
That's
Gotcha.
one
Yeah.
thing.
So all those people that scared something's gonna happen to you, like I want to go to Russia and to the Ukraine,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to put that on there just to go and see. But
Right.
I think us as Americans, we can travel almost anywhere within reason,
Yeah.
and because from my understanding, Haiti, what I hear from Haiti, they're like, you go to Haiti, if you're American, they want to kidnap you, right? And then try to get money from you, extortion, stuff like that. They also say that about Medellin, Colombia. I still go to Colombia, but
Right.
I don't know. So my thing is stop being so fearful and just go to the touristy areas. Wherever you go to the touristy areas first and then start expanding your horizons from there.
Great
That's how
point.
you get a feel. Yeah, that's
Great
how you
point,
do it.
brother. Yeah. I
Yeah.
went to I went to Haiti 2 years ago, and
See,
but
I never been. Right.
I won't be going back until they get some control again. So, but
Okay. So
yeah,
it has gotten worse, right? So it
yeah,
has gotten
it
worse.
has
Oh, it's
gotten.
terrible now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
It,
wanted to
it's
go.
it's always been kind of bad, but it has gotten very bad, like Nikki said. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to go to Haiti, but that's the thing. I keep getting told don't go there. So I do listen to people.
Right.
I do listen.
Right. Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Haitian Gunman. Shout out to Haitian Gunman, one of my first subscribers ever. Yeah, he said you. Yeah, I was on the border, brother. You're right. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got-
You're on the board.
He's saying he never made it into Haiti.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because I wanted to do that. What is it called? Port au
For the
Prince.
Prince,
For the Prince, yeah.
yeah, it's
That's
the
Yeah, but I
capital.
was told no. There's like you can't go to Port au Prince like you used to. If you're not Haitian, it's like
Nah,
once you
not
open your
anymore.
mouth, where they know, said the bad men gonna come for you. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not going.
Yeah, I also wanted to go because I do photography also, and
Right.
I wanted to go up to the Citadel. It's like a fortress they have in Haiti, and I wanted, I've seen it on videos, I've seen it on pictures, and I wanted to take a photo of that. And they told me, don't go there, unless you have someone, that
Right.
stuff. So, and then after it got worse, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna risk taking a photo, risking my life. But eventually, I want to go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I would like to just see it one time.
yeah.
But but
So
I, oh,
go ahead. What you
oh, I'm
about to
sorry.
say, brother?
Well, I was gonna say Africa. I had a guide with me, but it was just the only thing I was told about Africa. I was in Kenya. They told me don't engage in conversation with people because they're looking to scam you, rip you off, right? But
Hmm.
if you're walking down the street, just go about your business, go where you're going, do what you're gonna do. And I felt safe in Africa.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I really did, but and I'm going back. I'm going back. I want to do Kenya and South Africa now, because South Africa is no visa, so I want to go to South Africa just to just to check it out.
that's like also when I first moved here. I was born here. I left when I was 8.
Ah, okay.
When I came back, like I felt like a total stranger, like a country I don't
Yeah,
know. But then I've always, like I said, you have to use your street smart. But I always, I get attracted living in the hood because I feel safer in the hood than I would feel somewhere, in the uppity place.
Right, right.
And that's just me because, like I said, you got your street smart, and the way I carry myself, you know, I felt safer in the hood.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. So man, it's just I know I'm everywhere, but it's just so exciting to know a brother that just traveled the world like you, and you're just so free and you're doing awesome things, man. I'm so happy for you. What? Let's go back to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you like about the Dominican Republic?
Well, number one is going to be I love the people.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found out is once that Espanol started growing on me, once I started
Yeah.
really speaking the language and not being scared and hesitant, right?
Yeah.
Man, the people they're warm and friendly. They just open up to you. If you
Yes, they
lost,
do.
if you lost any kind of help, let me show you something. So number one is the people. That's what I fell in love with it first. I'm not talking about the women, guys, for those that's on there. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about from the kids to the grandma, grandfather, the people, right? And when I say people, we talking you got Venezuelan, you got Dominican, you got Haitians, and then you got some more, right? So that's everybody. Okay. Yeah. Everybody, I've been having good experiences with pretty much everybody. Of course, the cost of living and everything is always a factor, but that's like my last factor. So the food, the healthy eating, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I love the food. I love the Dominican food.
Oh,
and
I
I
do
think
too.
I think that's where I gained the most work.
Oh yeah.
Gained the most weight. I'm not gonna lie, because I'll eat all day.
Right.
Can I piggyback on what you said about the people and that's one thing I like I said, once again, coming back here, that's one thing that I am so grateful for as being a Dominican, because here you could live right next to your neighbor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I compare this to the States. I've had neighbors in the States, whatever, people that you move to a new place, but here they welcome you like they see you, they'll offer you a plate of food. You're not gonna get that in the States like that.
No.
Offer you a plate of food, not knowing you.
Right.
Right.
Here,
now we had that in the 70s and 80s, but not no more.
Not
right?
no more. Like,
well,
everywhere that
my,
I've lived,
my neighbor, every time I flew in, when I first started coming to the DR, when I got my apartment, every time I came in, his wife would have me a plate of food. Because she's like, I know you just got in. It's 8, 9 o'clock at night. Everything is closed, right?
Right.
And they would bring me over a plate of food. I would eat it, wash the plate. She'd tell me I don't have to wash it, but that's my thing.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing.
Right? And I bring it back. And then when I go to the grocery store, I go get them, the onions, the plantanos, and stuff like that, the garlic and all that. I'll bring them a little like care package, for thank you. So, and I'll bring him some Presidente, and I would get her some chocolate.
And they appreciate
Can I
that.
add?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, Nikki. It started storming very bad here. I might lose my lights, but y'all, Nikki will wrap it up. But go ahead. I just want to tell you that. But go ahead, Nikki.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to add to that. My neighbor, Malta, she's like, I want to strangle her sometimes. And I know that it's always out of love because I worked from home when I'm there, right? And almost every day there's a knock on the door and I'm like, ay, pero Malta, pero qué? And she's like, eat this food and eat it now. Let me watch you. Sit down. It's hot.
Right.
Sit down now. Shut up and eat this food right now. And I'm like, ay, Dios mío. And you know what I did? I sat down and I ate that goddamn food. You hear me?
Right.
So it's very true that your neighbors, oh my God, there's nobody like it. There's nothing and no one like it. And even now that I've gotten back here, this lady every morning, she's sending me little voice clips. Hi, good morning, Nikki. I'll cook no, not cook. I made some coffee this morning. I'm about to go to Olay, play my numbers. All right, my back's hurting. it's a little hot outside. You know, she's like telling
Yeah,
me all the
like if
thoughts
you
that are
there,
going
right?
on
Like
in
you
her
there.
mind.
Yeah, yeah, like if you there.
And
Hey, I'm not
yeah,
even gonna lie. Like I said, I love kids, and the neighbors' children, right? Same thing.
yeah.
I walk outside. First thing they want to do is talk to me in English, right? Because they want to
Oh
practice.
wow.
And then
I want to practice.
I'll start talking to them in Spanish, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna speak to you in Spanish. You speak to me in English, because I need to
Yeah.
practice
They
my
want to
Spanish.
learn.
And yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, because they want to learn. So we go back and forth and everything, helping each other out.
I can say that's one thing that I'm noticing now that there's a lot more Dominicans that are wanting to learn English and that are
Yes.
excited to learn it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the thing of like, speak to me in Spanish or like, no, I want to practice my English, you
Right.
know? So
Yeah.
I think
And
that,
I've told with the children. I always tell them to learn it. I'm like, this way you can work at the hotels. Work as a tour guide, stuff like that. I'm like, this is gonna help you earn more money, and you're gonna be up on the next Dominican if you learn that English. Give you
yes,
that
but
fighting chance. Yeah. I'm
let
like,
me
if
just
so
tell
many
you,
tourists come down, they need, especially Punta Cana, they need English speaking people.
And what?
They
and let me
want.
just
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Nikki.
Go ahead, Junior, and just remind me what I was going to say was that relationship wise, just put a pin in that on my part to remind me of relationship wise, and then I'll pick that up. Go ahead, Junior.
I was gonna say here now, you could be 16 years old and work in a call center. So a lot of kids are
Right.
learning
Yeah.
English to
Yeah.
make more money because a lot of call centers you make more than a doctor here, or you make more than a lawyer.
Yeah. That's what I
So
heard. That's what I
they
heard.
see that, so they're like, I'm gonna learn English so I can make more money.
Right.
And it's
So,
a good thing.
Yeah.
so to add to that, first of all, thank you for bringing that to our attention. I did not know that, but Brooklyn Nomad apparently he knew that. I did not know that. That is
Yeah. I know some people that
enlightening.
want to work for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was going to say too is that for any young man or young woman that's interested in dating someone that is American, and they're already wanting to learn early English, it is so awesome and it's so important because you guys know, well, actually, I think y'all are learning me, but I'm like one of the bros. You know what I mean? So when I'm
Right.
hanging out
Right.
with my homeboys, I'm one of the bros. So I'm hearing conversation about things that maybe not necessarily many other women are privy to.
Right.
Conversations
Right.
about like, yo, my woman did this, or I don't like this about her, or whatever, whatever. And then I'm always frustrated because I'm like, the problem is that you guys are not able to communicate clearly.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that for me, I've always been able to do that because I've been speaking Spanish for 17 years. And for me, it was more than just the physical thing. Like, I'm not dating Dominican men just because they're hot. No, I've learned the culture. I've learned how to speak
Right.
Spanish. I've learned how to cook Spanish food. You know what I mean? I've done the
Feels
work.
and it feels good too, Nikki. I know it's a
Right.
great feeling, and
Hey,
you
Nikki,
want to be in that comfort zone. Go ahead, Junior.
also that you say that, see me, when I lived in the States, I've only dated two Dominican girls.
Mm.
That's it.
Women. Two. Me and Dominican women in the States did not click.
Right.
Who were
Right.
you dating? Who were you dating when you were in the US?
White, Puerto Rican, black,
Black. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
And see,
here it's like my wife. It's like it's still a working because the way I grew up and the way she grew up is totally different. Like I said,
right. Because
Wow.
you grew
grew
up in
up
the
in the
States.
States.
Because you grew up in the States. Yeah.
All I know is the States. Here, it's like now it's like I have to get used to her and she has to get used to me. So sometimes like we bump heads,
Right.
with certain things. I'm a certain way. Like right now, I'm having an issue with her kids because they're lazy.
Yeah.
Like they get up, their bed is not made. We have a lady that comes here to clean because sometimes we don't have time. So
You
I
I
tell
get
her,
spoiling
it.
them.
I tell her all the time, like, listen, don't make their bed. When
Yeah.
they get up in
Yeah.
the morning, they have to make that bed. Don't you
Right.
make it. I
Yeah.
tell her that straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that, when you're in that situation, I applaud you for speaking up and not being quiet about it because If so, it's just going to make you even more and more angry as time goes on. And it's so important to do that from day one. And then you're the man of the house. So
Right.
you're doing what's right. Like when I was a kid and my mom had gotten married to my stepdad, I was so excited to have a dad, right? Like a dad in the house. And he was like trying to take charge and I hated it, but I also liked it secretly because I was like, yay, I'm getting some direction from a man. You know what I mean? So good for you for sticking to your guns and doing what you're supposed to do. So I would say
It's
keep
not easy,
sticking with
trust
that.
me. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a battle
But see,
every
that's
day. It's like
that was my biggest problem in the DR is trying to maintain a relationship. I think the longest relationship I had, which was good, track record was like 8 months, right? And again, it all came down to communication, right? So
Gotcha.
we didn't have so much arguments. It was just when the way the translator said it to me, if I didn't understand everything and said translate it, it's coming off a different way than the way she's receiving it, or vice versa. And that was the downfall of the
But let me let
relationship.
me let
Yeah,
me go a little bit deeper since we on that before we wrap it
yeah,
up. We
yeah.
got about 9 minutes. But do you think Dominican women have a problem communicating?
They it's not the communicate. They will communicate. It's just because it like I think like with you, John, because we're not fluent in Spanish, it's the way we
Right.
were receiving it, and sometimes even like you said, the words may mean something different to us on how they say
Right.
it, right?
Mhm.
And just that one word that kind of
Yeah.
jot the conversation is gonna go way left versus way right, but they
Yeah.
mean something else. And because we older, and I'm gonna say it, you get in your feelings, or they get in their feelings, because the way you respond, that messes the vibe up, you know.
Right.
And
Let
and
me
neither
just
one was wrong. Yeah.
let me just say this. I'm somebody, like I said, I'm like one of the bros, right? I've been in so many conversations where like I'm with my homeboy or one of my bros, and he's having a conversation with his Dominican wife or his Dominican fiance or Dominican girlfriend, and I watch them communicate, and I'm like, oh my God, that's not even what he said. And or like, that's not at all what she said, bro.
Right, right,
And then
right.
I hop in and I'm like, no, she was just saying like it's too hot in
Right.
here. Not that like
Yeah.
the
Nikki
woman
used
is
to
hot
say
over
we done
there.
that with
Like,
me a couple times. You had to
Right.
explain to Dominga a certain couple things. I remember. Yeah. Right. Right.
yeah, like even with John and Dominga, they can tell you stories of where we're all together. And I'm like, everybody calm down for a second. It's really this and it's really that. And it's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Like
Right,
everyone relax. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's
And that's what
funny.
I'm saying. Right.
Look, guys, funny story. And I think I don't know if I've told the story before or not, but when I first started learning Spanish, I had been speaking Spanish for like a year at this point or less. And I had this Dominican boyfriend, and I asked him, why did you move to North Carolina from New York? Clearly, the way that I asked the question, it wasn't correct Spanish, but he understood the question, right? So he said, because unos chicos me estaban molestando. So all I heard was
More or less. Right.
molestando.
and he took it as you
I
were.
exactly, because I'm learning Spanish, right? So I'm like, oh my God, bro, did he say he was molesting boys? So I called my brother who speaks Spanish and I said, hold on, wait a minute, let me call my brother because I cannot be with a molester. Like what? So I called him up and I was like, bro, he said he was molesting boys. He said, wait, what did he say in Spanish? I said, unos chicos, hombres, o sea, estamos molestando. He said, no, they were like these dudes were bothering him. And I was like, oh my God. I was literally about to just break up with this guy
Right.
because I thought he just admitted to molesting boys. So it's little, and I love that story because it's so funny, but it's little things that can be big
right,
things
blown out of proportion,
that
right?
happen like that. And that's why
And
it's
and
very important.
that's why I'm more comfortable in the Philippines
Yeah.
because there is no language barrier, pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yes, but I everywhere I go, I love them. I love it, but
Yeah.
I don't have the
Right.
language barrier, so
Do
it's
you
easy to flow.
get a lot of pushback from Black women about your choices?
Yeah. No, no, no. Hey, I was married twice. Both of my exes was black. I served my community. I went black first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now now, like I said, I'm in my fourth quarter. People hear that? I'm in my fourth quarter, right? I got maybe
Right.
30 summers left. I'm gonna be happy with who I'm happy with.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
I
yeah.
like that, brother.
That's it.
That's
That's
good.
it.
See, listen, all I'm saying is I'm your ally. Like
Right,
I'm that Black lady that's like, do your thing, have
right,
a good time. Because I'm over here having a very
right,
great time. All right. And I wish somebody would say to me something because I'm with you. I've
right,
also dated Black men. I've had
right,
Black men who I was in love with. So it's like
right.
I don't it
Yeah.
at this point I don't care what they're saying because I have
No. All you care
I've
about
never
is
been the one to
peace,
compare and say
love, and
who's better.
happiness. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah, that's it. You just want to be happy. So
Yep,
absolutely.
that's
yeah,
it.
that's it.
Hey,
And we all
hey, before,
deserve it.
as
Yeah, we
we as
deserve
we
it.
wrap
That's just it.
as we wrap it up, brother, I really want you to uh tell people out there like, hey, what do they need to do if
Come on,
they
fly.
want to just jump out there and move to a different country? Like, what advice can you give them?
To go to another. Look, the most important thing like me. Before you go, you got to do your research, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you do your research, when you go to another country, the hardest thing that people don't want to do is they don't want to drop the where they coming from going into another place. They give well, in my country we don't do that. You you gotta not do that. You gotta go to a country and be part of that country.
Yes.
But other
Yes.
than that, the easy part, once you do your research, you know where you're going, and you can go into a country without a chip on your shoulder. You got to
Mm,
go in humble, right?
that's good.
Humble is going to get you a long way. You got to
And
go in
respect
humble.
and respect their culture. That's
Right,
right.
you respect the culture first, and forget your culture. You in their country, like she said, Nikki. Do what the Romans do. Do what the Dominicans do. Do what the Filipinos do.
Yeah,
Wherever you at, do what they do, and respect why they doing it. And don't say, "Well, we don't do it that way." You got to do that,
Right.
that's right.
and then after that, passport and flying becomes easy. But
Hey,
Yeah,
John, you changed the
yeah,
John changed
I'm
the
a
power.
chameleon.
I lost power.
Yeah, the good thing with me is I'm a chameleon. So when I'm in
yeah,
Philippines, I'm already
But
a black Filipino. Well, forget black. I'm just a Filipino. When I'm in Thai, I'm a Thai guy, right? When I'm in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dominican, I tell people I go me Dominico what I say, me Americano Dominicano, right? Me,
yeah,
right? I tell
yeah.
I'm American Dominican, okay? That's who I am now. So when I go into a country, I am whoever I'm with. I become them real
right.
fast.
That's
Okay?
right.
Real fast. If you
Absolutely,
take your shoes off and want to have a beer, I don't drink. My shoes come off, I'm a sip on the beer. I become you. And we're gonna vibe together. I'm gonna do your customs. You know? If you tell me eat with my hands,
absolutely.
I'm eating with my hands, which my mother's like she won't do. I'm not gonna use the fork. I'm gonna do
Right.
what your culture do, and we're gonna have
Right.
a blast.
That's
That's
respect.
that's
That's
it.
respect.
Yeah,
Shout,
yeah.
that's respect. Shout out to Anthony. Man, that is we gotta have you on again, man.
Love
Hey
to come.
Junior.
Love to come.
Yeah, Junior. Let's finish up on this real estate thing because everybody is always talking about real estate. Tell us about like do you mind telling us exactly how much you paid for your build your house?
Okay, the total after the increase of the materials, it came out to $101,000.
U.S. Right?
$100,000.
US,
Okay.
Yeah.
$100,000. Yes, US.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And you pay
and
cash
it's 3
or finance?
bedrooms,
If
2
you don't
baths.
mind asking.
No. We put a the separation, then the
Right.
down payment, and now I'm financing the rest.
20 years, 30 years? How far they go with you?
I don't know yet if I'm going to do 20 or 30 because right now the interest on the finance
11.5?
is no right now. Popular has it for 14.5, so I'm not.
They went up.
Yeah, they
Ay,
went up.
Dios mío.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
Increíble.
11.5.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm looking something 9, 10. So I'm
right.
I went.
Okay. I'm at take it to APAP.
Okay.
I'm at APAP. You know that bank, right? Like Popular, but it's
Yeah.
APAP.
Asociación
Yeah.
Popular.
Yeah, because I can get me a car through them or for my own
Okay.
credit. I don't need a Dominican no more. I don't need
Okay.
that co-signer. So
Right.
with that I'm with that bank. I can
Oh,
do anything
good.
I want to do now. So people know with that bank as an
You good.
American on my own with no residential. I can
No,
do it
yeah.
with
So
no
that's
co-signer.
that's
Yes.
the only reason. That's the only reason I'm marrying Dominga, just so I can use her for her credit and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Because
Hold up,
people
but with
know I gotta get a
APAP,
co-signer. I gotta get a
with
co-signer with
AP,
that bank. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
APAP, how did you sign up for that? Were you in the country when
No,
you did
no,
that?
no. The way I got with APAP was when I got my condo. That's the bank they sent me to. So once I got
Oh,
to the bank and got my card and opened up the accounts and everything, now that I'm a member, they like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm actually
So
looking. I'm waiting to
right,
hear back from 2 other banks
right.
because Popular is too much.
Yeah,
Let's
Popular
say,
too much.
yeah,
Banker de Silva, J Day said Banker de Silva, they got that in New York.
yeah.
Now,
Let's say if I do
where
go
I
with
yeah,
Popular, I'll be paying 60,000, 70,000 a month. I'm not with
yo.
with
I'm
that.
gonna tell you, mine is a flat rate of 24. It's 23.99, whatever. But I just say 24,000 a month, and that
Mm-hmm.
comes out to like $404,
Yeah,
which is doable for me, real doable. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for
and
sure.
come December, I'm paying my whole thing off because after
Okay.
3 years, I can pay it off and no interest penalty.
Yeah,
So I'm paying the whole
correct.
thing off, and then I own it free and clear. Yes.
Man,
Wow.
I'm so happy for you, brother. That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I don't like bills no more. I don't want no bills.
I
Only
know.
thing I
No,
want to pay for is my food.
no.
I want to just pay
Hey,
for the food. Leave me the hell alone. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
hey, Junior, thank you so much. Nikki, go ahead and finish up your final comments, and then we'll go ahead and close it out. I'll let you close it out.
Thank you for starting with me because I am
I
very
really didn't
hungry.
start. I'm so sorry. I really started with Junior. I'm
No, ladies first, John. You know
sorry. Okay,
that.
yeah. No, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize, but go ahead.
Wait, hold on. So you said me, but you meant to say Junior. Is that what I'm
No,
hearing?
I said, Junior, we getting ready to close it out, but I want you to talk about your house real quick. And so I started with Junior. You might have missed that part. I should have just shut up because you didn't pick it up. My bad.
No. Actually, I do remember you saying that. And he was talking about it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I've got to eat something. Today was so dope. I love you guys. I'm so happy that we had this conversation. We need more of this. Today was very positive. Today was very encouraging, and very insightful, and educational more so than anything else. So I'm excited to keep this thing going. We are going to do bigger and better things as the Dominican Route as a team, and go us.
We gotta have J Day. We gotta have J Day on with us next time, and Rico will be back also.
Yes, and Manuel. So listen, this is fantastic. So, like I left you with the time before and the time before and the time before, don't let anyone else's opinion of you change your opinion of you. Love you all, and I'll
Love you.
see you next Sunday. Bye.
Nice
Hey,
meeting you,
brother.
Nikki. Nice
Hey,
meeting
thank
you.
You
you so
too.
much, brother. And I'll give you a call tomorrow, Brooklyn Nomad, so we can talk some more.
I
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I didn't hang up.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Okay, here it is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I said I appreciate y'all having me on the show. This was really good. I enjoyed myself. Thank you
was
for your
fun.
company. Yes.
God, and if y'all haven't already, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna put it up one more time before we leave. Amen. And God bless. May peace be still. And I will see y'all next time. See you later, brother. See you later, Junior.
All right,
see you
John. See you later, man. Nikki,
later.
have a good one.
Bye.